Have you ever wondered which unseen emotions are secretly destroying your trades and how to tame them before they strike again? There is a silent war happening inside every trader, not on the charts, not in the markets, but within the mind. Most traders spend their lives hunting for the perfect strategy, the perfect indicator, the perfect entry, but the truth is brutal. Your biggest losses never came from the market. They came from your emotions, fear, greed, overconfidence, impulse, hope, frustration, impatience, regret. These internal forces shape every candle you take, every trade you chase, every mistake you repeat. A wise principle says, professionals trade their plan, amateurs trade their feelings. Today, we explore the emotional architecture of trading, the hidden forces that quietly sabotage rational decision-making. By the end, you will see why mastering your emotions is the only true edge you will ever have. And you will understand why the trading psychology monk teaches that the greatest market is the one inside you. The struggle, the unseen reasons traders fail. Every trader begins with hope, with excitement, with dreams of freedom. But as soon as the market moves against them, as soon as a candle spikes in the wrong direction, as soon as profit evaporates before their eyes, emotions crash into the mind like a tidal wave. Fear takes over. Regret grabs the steering wheel. Anger whispers, "Get it back." Greed says, "One more trade." Duped makes you hesitate. Impatience makes you rush. Euphoria blinds you after a big win. And before you know it, you are no longer trading the chart. You are trading your emotional reactions to it. The truth is simple. The market isn't designed to beat you. Your emotions already do that for it. Let's explore the most destructive emotional forces that block profitable, rational trading and how to break free from each one. Number one is fear, the great paralyzer. Fear is the strongest enemy of the trader. It freezes your hand before entering a valid setup. It pushes you out of winners too early. It convinces you that danger exists where it doesn't, and it magnifies normal fluctuations into imagined catastrophes. Fear whispers, "Don't take the trade. Take profit now before it disappears. What if you lose again?" But fear doesn't protect you. It suffocates your potential. To conquer fear, the monk teaches, fear lives in uncertainty. Remove uncertainty by defining your plan. Second is greed, the silent addict. Greed is subtle. It doesn't feel like greed at first. It feels like ambition. It feels like opportunity. But greed pushes you beyond your limits. Oversizing, ignoring rules, overtrading, holding winners long after the structure breaks. Greed is the emotion that says more, 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 until everything is lost. The monk reminds us, greed blinds you to risk. Gratitude restores clarity. Third is impulsiveness, the finger twitch that destroys accounts. Impulse is the sudden urge to act without reason, to click buy because the candle moved quickly, to chase a breakout because you feel it's running, to enter without confirmation, to exit without a plan. Impulse makes traders faster, but never better. The monk says, impulsive trading is emotional gambling. Intentional trading is spiritual discipline. Fourth is overconfidence, the illusion of invincibility. After a streak of winning trades, traders believe the rules don't apply to them anymore. They increase position size. They trade without stops. They force trades that don't exist. They believe they understand the market now. But overconfidence doesn't come from wisdom. It comes from emotional highs. A trader on a winning streak is the most vulnerable of all. The monk warns, confidence is useful. Invincibility is deadly. Fifth is hope, the emotional anchor. Hope is the emotion that keeps you in losing trades. It convinces you that holding a loser is logical. It transforms a small stop loss into a massive drawdown. It keeps your ego alive while your account dies. Hope is deadly because it feels positive. But in trading, hope is the mask of denial. The monk teaches, exit when the chart tells you to, not when your heart begs you to. Sixth is frustration, the seed of revenge trading. Frustration builds after a series of losses, missed entries, almost wins, or sudden reversals. And frustration leads to chaotic behavior, overtrading, revenge trading, emotional entries, trying to force the market to pay you back. But the market owes you nothing. Every time frustration takes over, discipline dies. The monk reminds us, frustration is the fire that burns discipline to ash. Seventh is regret, the ghost that haunts you. Regret keeps traders emotionally attached to the past. The move they missed, the winner they cut too early, the loser they didn't cut fast enough, the trade they hesitated on. Regret créate destructive loops. Miss a trade, feel regret, chase the next trade, lose regret again. To break the loop, the monk says, regret is remembering without learning. Reflection is remembering with wisdom. Eighth is impatience, the impulse to force action. Impatience is one of the most common trader weaknesses. It pushes you to enter early, skip confirmation, take random setups, exit too fast, trade when bored. Most traders lose not because the market is difficult, but because they cannot wait. The monk teaches, patience is the currency of profitable trading. Ninth is doubt, the destroyer of execution. Doubt cracks your confidence. It makes you second guess the setup, second guess the stop, second guess the entire system. Doubt is emotional hesitation disguised as caution. A trader who doubts cannot execute, and a trader who cannot execute cannot succeed. The monk says, clarity kills doubt. Prepare so thoroughly that doubt has nowhere to live. And finally, there is a euphoria, the most dangerous emotion of all. Euphoria arrives after a big win, and it whispers the deadliest words a trader can hear. You figured it out. You can size up now. You're on fire. Just one more trade. Euphoria makes you forget risk, forget discipline, forget caution. Many accounts are destroyed during the emotional high that follows a major win. The monk warns, victory contains the seed of destruction if you lose humility. The persistent message is that the battle is inside you. When traders ask, what's the best strategy? What's the best indicator? What's the best setup? They're asking the wrong questions. The market is neutral. It rewards discipline. It punishes emotion. You don't lose because your strategy failed. You lose because your emotions overrode your strategy. Fear, greed, hope, regret, impulse, overconfidence, frustration, doubt, impatience, euphoria. These emotions form the internal battlefield where every trader either evolves or collapses. You don't need more indicators. You don't need more YouTube tutorials. You don't need someone else's system. You need mastery over yourself. The trading psychology monk teaches A trader makes progress not by adding things, but by removing the emotions that cloud clarity. But there is a solution, a path to emotional freedom. Trading becomes easier, not when the market changes, but when you change. Your breakthrough will arrive the moment you stop fighting the chart and begin studying your reactions to it. Here is the path. 1. Acknowledge your emotions. 2. Observe them without acting on them. 3. Build rules that neutralize them. To 4. Train your mind daily, not just your strategy. To 5. Detach from outcome, attach to discipline. When you master the emotional storms, when you remain calm in volatility, when your mind becomes silent even when the market is loud, you step into the top 10%, because the secret is simple. You cannot control the market. You can only control the trader, and the trader is you.